Good Tuesday morning. Today is indeed a first alert weather day, as well you're seeing some of the dividends of it right now, as we are seeing a little dusting of snow this morning in Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Yakima Federal. Doesn't look like we got much more than an inch in the Tri-Cities, but we'll dive into some of those numbers. And the round that brought us that is now up into the Palouse and up into Idaho. But there's another round down here, this atmospheric river in the Blues. Also, it's bringing some light snow showers to the Blue foothills for this morning, but a little bit later today, especially into the afternoon, this is going to start to wobble back up towards the north and west, so that'll bring additional chances for low elevation snowfall. Right now it's cold out there, teens and 20s up in the Cascades, 20s and 30s in the valleys, right around freezing in the lower Columbia Basin, 20s and 30s in the foothills, 20s in the Blues. So if we do have something frozen falling for this morning, it's going to have the tendency to stick at least to grassy surfaces. So again, today's a first alert weather day. That runs through 10 in the morning on Wednesday for the Basin, also for the Blue foothills, maybe up to another inch of snow for the Basin, but big time impacts in the foothills could get another 2 to 5 inches. Then we have another set of first alert weather days for Thursday and Friday for the lower valley, for the Basin, for the foothills, up to another inch for the valley and Basin. And again, the biggest impacts could be for the foothills. So I'll dive into these numbers deeper coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, nearly 200 hospital employees in Yakima are unionizing, and we have the details on what they're fighting for.
But first, immigration rights rallies continue to take place across the country, and many businesses took part for what's known as the Without Immigrants Day. We tell you what exactly that is and what local businesses took part.
Also ahead, new tariffs on Chinese imported goods went into effect today. If you shop online from stores like Temu, that means prices are going up. We break it all down on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Tuesday, February 4th, and we start off with some top stories and new information coming in this morning.
That's right. Immigration rights rallies continue to take place across the country, and yesterday we told you about one right here in Pasco. Well, people from all walks of life have been showing their support, and many businesses are also doing the same.
Yeah, businesses all across the nation actually took part in Day Without Immigrants. It's a day where Latino-owned business owners close their doors for the day. Our very own Monique Ledesma reports on what local business owners here did.
As people drove or walked through downtown Pasco, they might have noticed that a popular bakery location was closed. Vera's Bakery wasn't the only business that was closed on a regular set business day. On Sunday, Luis Moreno, the Director of Operations and General Manager for Fiesta Foods in Yakima, Sunnyside, and Pasco, announced that all three locations would be closed on Monday, February 3rd.
Closing, the message that we're trying to send is unity. It doesn't matter what race. We just got to be in peace. We got to be no discrimination. We got to be working for the community, whatever community it is, and move forward.
It's all part of a Day Without Immigrants, which is a movement that took place Monday across the United States to show the impact immigrants have on the U.S. and local communities. The movement's boycott includes immigrants not showing up to work if possible, not attending school, and an emphasis on not buying anything. Moreno says he couldn't let his people down.
I got to this country back in 1993, and I know the feeling when you first come over. So it definitely means a lot. It means a lot to the company. And like I said, we depend on our customers. So we gotta be there for them.
Anuel, who shops at the Pasco Fiesta Foods, wanted to purchase from a Mexican-based store to buy some necessities, but he didn't know until he read the sign that the store was closed. Anuel says despite not being able to get what he needed, he felt proud to see the store being part of the movement. I've translated his interview from Spanish to English. We can't just be relaxed. We don't do harm to anyone. We are just people who come to work. We are not delinquents or terrorists. We are in support of this movement that's happening because unfortunately the president doesn't get it. Anuel says he feels that America is turning their backs on the people who helped provide the food on their tables. I feel betrayed because from one way or another we have contributed contributed to this nation. We've contributed in the growth and development, in new technology, and in everything. So thanks to the Hispanics, thanks to us, we have bread on the table, a bunch of tomatoes, we have food, and the pride to say, I got this with my hard work. The Fiesta Foods in Yakima, Sunnyside, and Pasco are set to reopen this Tuesday. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
And also in Yakima, nearly 200 multi-care Yakima Memorial Hospital employees working as technicians and technologists have said that they'll be joining Team Masters Local 760. Team Masters officials say employees voted nearly 6-1 in favor of joining, all reportedly due to some current concerns they have over benefits cut when multi-care took over the hospital in 2023. The new Teamsters will be meeting this month to start drafting a contract proposal. In a statement, multi-care officials say that they're committed to building productive relationships with all the unions representing their employees, including Teamsters Local 760.
Now, Firehouse Subs in West Richland is officially back in business as they continue to help help firefighters. The restaurant off Keene Road reopened under new ownership after being temporarily closed. And to help kick off the reopening, they have a new fundraiser for the month. It's called Fabulous February Fridays at Firehouse Subs. So every Friday this month, they'll donate 10% of their proceeds to the Kennewick Firefighters Local 1296 Benevolent Fund. And this money will help firefighters buy thermal imaging cameras for their paramedic crews. And now we have a special event to tell you about this morning. So today, the Tri-Cities Animal Services Center is officially celebrating its grand opening.
Yes, and everyone's invited to come take part. It's being held at their new facility at 1311 South 18th Street in Pasco. Starts at 1 p.m. Members of the public are invited, and you'll get the chance to see the new space. And we're pretty sure there'll also be some adorable pets that you might not be able to resist. We will be out there as well and have more on this grand opening tomorrow morning right here on Good Morning Northwest. And another great update to give you this morning. One of our pets that we featured right here on Operation Best Friend, actually the longest resident of the Benton Franklin Humane Society, has now found her forever home.
Yay! So after more than 1,100 days, just about 3 years, Kylie finally got to leave the Humane Society for the last time. So we wish her and her new family all the best of luck. So cute.
Love that. All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, all goods from China now face a 10% tax after President Trump's tariffs went into effect at midnight. And it could also affect Europe. We're going to let you know how it could impact you coming up.
But first, it is a First Alert Weather Day, and our Chief Met has what you need to know. He'll have all of that after the break.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing. And just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel.
So there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
I'm a real wild one. Life is wild. There's work to be done, adventure around every corner, and a truck that handles it all. The new 2024 Ford F-150 Wild Edition. It's rugged, loaded with tech, and built to go wild. Get a wild deal on an F-150 today. Lease a 24 F-150 STX 4x4 Wild Edition for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day. We'll get into the specifics of it here in a second, but there is a winter storm warning in place for the Blue Foothills, and then also winter weather advisory in place for some of the higher terrain of the Blues, and this runs until 10 in the morning on Wednesday. You can read more about these alerts and advisories by downloading the First Alert Weather app for free on the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, now on to, just wanted to touch on past conditions very quickly. Oregon 204 at Spout Springs and Tollgate, there is packed snow. You do have to have chains if you're towing between mileposts 10 and 40, but other than that, we're just seeing, we're seeing requirements to carry chains, and we're seeing traction tires advised, but this is the only, technically this is the only actual chain requirement out there. Okay, here's the day planner for lower elevations for today. We're gonna have chances of snowfall throughout the day, but specifically for the Blue Foothills, especially as we head into the afternoon. Other than that, it's going to be gray, it's going to be cold. Highs are going to end up in the 30s, which will place us at about 5-ish degrees below average for this time of the year. So again, the best chances for snow for today are going to be up in the mountains and in the foothills, especially on this side of the viewing area centered around the Blue Mountain Range. And then for tonight, that atmospheric river that's mainly going to impact the foothills and the Blues is going to start to wobble back up towards the north and west. So that's going to bring another chance of some accumulating snowfall to the basin, maybe even to the valleys as well. So lots to talk about in that extended forecast that's coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your national headlines this morning, the concern regarding inflation from U.S. tariffs isn't over yet. China is retaliating now that American companies must pay 10% extra on Chinese imports. Beijing is issuing tariffs on certain items from the U.S., and they're also creating export controls and more. Mexico and Canada appear to have escaped similar fates for the moment, but now other U.S. trade partners are worried they're next. Amy Kiley has the story.
The European Union will respond firmly.
Europe is bracing for a potential trade showdown with the U.S. as an American tariff on Chinese imports takes effect today.
It will definitely happen with the European Union, I can tell you that, because they've really taken advantage of us. And, you know, we have over a $300 billion deficit.
The president of the European Commission says she wants to start negotiations with the U.S. early. That's instead of waiting for President Donald Trump to make good on his tariff threat.
The European Union is prepared for a robust but constructive dialogue with the United States.
Trump says he plans to have such a dialogue with Beijing soon. As of today, U.S.-based companies must pay a 10% tariff on Chinese imports. China says it's responding with tariffs on a few U.S. exports after an initially muted response.
China has long been preparing for less exposure to the U.S.
Trump says he's postponing 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican imports, which many economists call inflationary. Trump says those countries have made concessions around border security. Views are mixed on whether that dispute with America's neighbors was worth it.
There's a cost to U.S. credibility and there's a cost to Trump's credibility.
I think in the case of Canada, it probably is a negotiating tactic. In the case of Mexico, you know, we have to get their attention.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, you may have seen some snow on your windshield this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth has what else you can expect for today, and that's coming up in his full weather forecast right after the break.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
A battle with Detroit is on the horizon. The Kraken are ready to show that in this hockey town, the passion runs deep. Kraken, Red Wings, tonight on Apple Valley News Now. It's the second largest ski area in Washington, with views to match the awesome skiing.
On a clear day like today, we can see all the way to Canada. It's stunning.
Fly the Northwest.
We are a hidden gem.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Your favorite judge is back in the courtroom with all new cases.
Hello? You gotta get your story straight. What an idiot. Judy Justice is now in session right here.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day as we're tracking the potential for low elevation snowfall. We've already seen a little bit of that this morning in the Tri-Cities, at least a dusting of snow in some locations. It looks like the bulk of the snow right now is centered over the Blues, and as we put this into motion, you're going to see that by the time we get to lunchtime, it's essentially going to be situated in the same location. But as we head into the afternoon and evening, this atmospheric river is going to start to surge back up towards the north and west. So that could bring another chance of some low elevation snowfall to the lower Columbia Basin. There's going to be another round that we could maybe see some snow showers up into the Yakima Valley, also into the Kittitas Valley and to the Cascades. And then by the time we get to 8 in the morning on Wednesday, that's when we'll start to see another storm system, but this time coming out of the south and west, more centered around the Cascades. So the best chances of snowfall for tomorrow going to be up in the Cascades, but we can't rule out some additional low-level snowfall. And then we'll have another storm system as we head into Thursday and Friday, and that one could also bring us a chance of some low-elevation snow. More on that in a second, but first, here are some of the snowfall totals we're expecting from 4 this morning to 4 in the morning on Thursday, maybe upwards of 2 to 4 inches up in the Cascades, probably less than an inch for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. Could get upwards of an inch for some portions of the lower Columbia Basin, including Hermiston and Connell, anywhere between 2 to 5 inches for the Blue Foothills. So in terms of big impacts for low elevations, that's definitely where we're going to see the biggest impacts, and then anywhere between 5 to 8 inches of additional snowfall for Blue Mountain passes. Now onto the storm system for Thursday and Friday. And again, this one is looking very similar to the one that we're dealing with right now in terms of low elevation snow potential, as we could have upwards of maybe another inch for the lower valley, for the lower Columbia Basin, upwards of another 2 inches for the Blue Foothills, and seeing some big impacts to the Blue Mountain passes as well. Remember, this is an early snowfall forecast, so it is subject to change. And then we have another storm system that's lining up into Saturday and Sunday. This one is looking like it's not going to be as impactful for for lower elevations, probably less than an inch for valleys and basin, maybe up to another inch for the foothills, and anywhere between 3 to 5 inches for mountain passes, if not a little bit more than that. Again, this is an early forecast. It is subject to change. And then it looks like we have another storm system that's going to line up as we head into Monday and Tuesday. That one could also bring chances for low elevation snowfall. So this pattern staying, I wouldn't call it stagnant, but it's staying very steady and very consistent over the next 7 days. Consistently cold too, so we'll be about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small chances of snow showers continue through the next 7 days. Then in Yakima, 10% chances of snow showers Tuesday through Friday, drier Saturday and Sunday, but another chance for snow by Monday. In Ellensburg, 20% snow chances Tuesday through Thursday, dry and cold Friday and Saturday, then snow could return to the forecast by Sunday. In Hermiston, the potential for accumulating snow through Friday at least, then more snow chances after that. In Walla Walla, steady opportunities for snow over the next 7 days, likely peaking Tuesday through Friday. Now you're taking a live look at Pasco, this view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Thank you for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Prosser Memorial Health has moved. All hospital services, including the family birthplace and emergency department, are now in our brand new state-of-the-art facility located at 200 Prosser Health Drive. After 78 years serving this amazing community, we're excited to provide care in a hospital designed with you in mind. Prosser Memorial Health Hospital has moved to 200 Prosser Health Drive. Visit prosserhealth.org to learn more. This is how we care.
Good morning with Vocalax.
Good morning. Yeah.
Try Vocalax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes, making your good morning even better with Vocalax.
Rise, 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 and thrive.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you.
You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy?
Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
I'm in pursuit. He's never gonna make it.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Go after it, Red Wing. I'll catch up.
Because we help protect your dreams.
Good to see everything's okay in here.
I like your shield.
I like yours too. Hold down the fort, little man.
American Family Insurance and see Captain America: Brave New World.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back. 6:24 here on Good Morning Northwest. Time for some entertainment news. Beyonce may need even more carriages now, and it's not just to carry her new 3 Grammy Awards.
That's right. The singer has announced the dates for her Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit Tour. Did I say that correctly?
You did say it.
You did.
Well, 22 shows are scheduled so far, beginning in Los Angeles April 28th and ending in Hotlanta July 11th.
As of right now, no stops are planned for anywhere around the Pacific Northwest. Full schedule and more info all up on her website, Beyonce.com. And I feel like with tours like this, they do always end up adding. I was looking at the schedule, and she's doing like multiple nights in the cities.
Why would you not have like a Oregon or Washington show. You got to have somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Come on over.
I'm not the biggest Beyonce
I mean, I'm not going
fan,
to go, right?
Yeah, but I would love to see her perform.
Sure, there's a lot of
she's such a good performer. Yeah,
so. Absolutely. But I think it's one of those tours where dates could possibly be added.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, still talking about entertainment news, but also about former President Joe Biden, huh?
Yeah, as he headed to the big screen, maybe writing another book. Former president has signed with Hollywood talent company Creative Artists Agencies. So what's he up to? That's the big question, right?
Yeah, that's unclear at this time, but he was a client at the agency from 2017 to 2020. That was in between his 8-year term as vice president and taking office as the president.
And when he was with the company, he published his memoir and launched a nationwide press tour to talk about the book.
Yeah, his former boss, former President Barack Obama, and former First Lady Michelle Obama also represented at CAA as
Imagine former President Biden being in a movie, I guess.
He was in an episode of Parks and Rec.
Oh.
With Amy Poehler.
He'd probably forget his lines often.
Well, I was going to say, you guys might not even know what movie this is, but it could be one of those kind of Weekend at Bernie's type of events. Where he just sits around.
that is brutal.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, coming up next, Yakima County Jail has been in the headlines for a while now, and this comes after a lawsuit was filed by the family of an inmate who died while in their care. Emily Goodell has that story coming up in just a few minutes.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Find it online or pick up a copy in store. All regular price silver jeans are now $20 off. Save $30 on Ariat Treadfast waterproof work boots. All Akuma fishing rods are $15 off. And get Cascade Feed's 50-pound bag of cracked corn for just $12.99. Honest values, great selection, and prices that can't be beat. Find it all at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest. Homegrown. Honest values.
I just turned 37 and I found a lump. By the time that I had it checked out and was able to get in and see a doctor and all that, I was at stage 3. Part of the reason I think that I didn't go get it checked out right away is that I was really scared. When I got the call it was gone, it was such a huge relief. Even if you don't feel that it's in you, that you have a lump or you have a reason to get checked, you are a woman, get checked.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection Giveaway, where one lucky viewer wins an awesome love collection, including a gold heart pendant, a beautiful floral arrangement, and certificates for wine, a river cruise, and spa treatments. Enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From Whitman Hill Winery, The Flower Bar, Water to Wine Cruises, Z Place Salon and Spa, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
My name is Chris Leaf. I'm a dot worker, and I do stuff around the dot area. Originally, I started at Richland in March 2012. I went from Richland to Tamlet. I just apply on their application. As soon as I'm in the interview, they hired me right on the spot. I did my training at the store. There was no bills or nothing like that. Now, when you tell me busy, you tell me not busy. It kind of varies from time to time. I just love the people here. Everybody enjoy my sense of humor. Just like working here.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
6:30 on your Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
And I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, snow is out there.
Yes.
Is it going to be continuing?
Yes.
Stopping, hopefully?
Yes, he said.
So in the Tri-Cities, today is going to be mostly dry, but for tonight, the atmospheric river, which is just that big band of snow, it's going to start to come back up towards the north. That's maybe when we could have a little bit more snow in the Tri-Cities. Stay tuned for that. Also, stay tuned for this. We have the 3-degree guarantee contest sponsored by our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. I went with a forecast high of 42 yesterday in Pasco and it verified at 41. So that is within the 3-degree threshold. The jackpot went up to $50. And so for today, I'm going with a forecast high of 37 in Pasco. If the actual high verifies between 34 to 40, the jackpot's going to go up to $75. But if my forecast goes bust, all $50 could be yours. So find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that is on your screen. Okay. Right now, you're taking a look at First Alert radar as we're seeing that. Again, this is what I'm calling the atmospheric river, this band of snowfall that's mainly situated over the Blues and Wallowas, but there are some very light snow showers in the Blue foothills for this morning, but this is eventually going to wobble back up towards the north and west, and that could pose a big time risk for some low elevation snow accumulations. Right now, temperatures up into the teens and 20s in the Cascades, 20s and 30s for the valleys, right around freezing in the lower Columbia Basin, right around freezing, if not a little bit below for the foothills. So where snow does fall this morning in the foothills, it's probably going to have the tendency to stick to grassy surfaces at the very least. Here's your umbrella cast for today for the Tri-Cities. The rain chances, it's not going to be rain chances, it's going to be snow chances, but I just wanted a way to visualize this. But anyway, they're going to be going up after 4 p.m., but especially into this evening. So for today, it's going to be gray, it's going to be cold. There are going to be chances for snow specifically in the foothills and mountains, but we're going with the First Alert weather day through 10 in the morning on Wednesday for the basin, for the foothills, maybe up to an additional inch of snow in the basin, maybe 2 to 5 inches in the foothills. Big time impacts there. So I'll really dive into those snowfall forecast numbers coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. Well, the Yakima County Jail has been in the headlines for a lawsuit filed by the family of an inmate who died in their care in 2023. Reporting to commissioners this morning, the jail director saying 3 people died while in custody at the jail in 2024. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us, according to that report, that's not the jail's biggest struggle.
While mental health and homelessness continue to be challenges, the jail director says substance abuse was a concern for 75% of inmates admitted to the jail last year. Substance abuse, an issue for nearly 5,000 out of 6,600 inmates last year. The jail partnering with local service providers to get more inmates into treatment, including a new medication for opioid use disorder program.
Prior to the MOUD program, if somebody came in already on a program like Suboxone, we would continue that medication, but we were unable to start anybody on that medication.
Now they can assess, prescribe, and provide that medication while in jail and upon release.
We had 36 clients that have successfully transferred out to continue their care with comprehensive health care.
Plus, updating the jail's body scanner to better detect people trying to smuggle drugs into the jail, and bringing in Canine Luca to detect contraband drugs.
He has searched 617 different environments and has seized 32 contraband items.
Other improvements in 2024, new Overwatch medical alert bracelets to monitor vital signs for inmates at risk of health emergencies and alert corrections officers to problems.
7 individuals that could potentially save their life due to this ban, because otherwise we wouldn't have responded when we did.
Plus, a new reentry program called Project Pause, partnering with community organizations to help unhoused people with reentry plans. 23 out of the initial 101 participants didn't return to jail.
Although these are small numbers, it's showing that it is having some impact of keeping individuals out of jail when they're able to have some control and choice of the decisions that they make on or services that are provided to them.
The goals for 2025 to expand the canine detection and reentry programs, find ways to cut down on costs, and increase revenue by exploring grant opportunities and taking on additional housing contracts. They also plan to do a jail design study to determine what changes they might be able to make to improve efficiency and safety. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. Now in Oregon, the Oregon Department of Corrections announces a reform initiative, one that's pretty significant as it will overhaul the division that provides health care to adults in custody. The initiative includes the following actions: the state naming Dr. Michael Seal as interim chief of medicine, the DOC also hiring Falcon Correctional and Community Services, Inc., which is a national consulting firm specializing in correctional health care, and lastly, hiring a dedicated health services recruiter who will be tasked with bringing on qualified professionals like physicians, nurses, mental health practitioners, and also support staff.
An update for you on the Mid-Columbia Performing Arts Center in Richland. Informational meetings regarding it are now complete. According to officials, the center would be built right in Columbia Park West, which is near the Reach Museum and overlooking the Columbia River. Take a look at your screen. That's where the proposal is. Officials say it will be a world-class performing arts center for the Tri-Cities and beyond. Plans are for a 48,000 square foot facility with 800 seats designed for concerts, theater shows, dance shows, festivals. The project is currently estimated to cost about $80 million. A measure on the February 11th special election ballot for Richland residents would help pay for it. If voters say yes, it would increase sales tax by 0.2%. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, the Seattle Kraken taking on the Detroit Red Wings tonight. And last week, they ended their 2-game losing streak. We have a look at how they're doing coming up after the break.
Also, many of us are facing first alert weather days, and Josh will be back with how today is shaping up, and your full forecast is still ahead. Keep it right here.
The 3-Degree Guarantee. The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service, plus free electrical safety inspection. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
What are you up to, Alice?
Well, the nice mechanic asked me to check the pulleys.
Wow, I just realized you can see things we can't. I've always wondered what's in those small windows.
It's marketing.
So that's where they hide out.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
What does Dino Casting Call mean?
That seems bad.
I'll get my resume ready.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Colorado means a lot of things to a lot of people, but to us, it's home, where we've been crafting mattresses with unrivaled quality for well over 30 years. And in that time, we've never lost sight of the belief that everyone deserves a great night's sleep, which is why we're proud to introduce the budget-friendly Colorado mattress with the support of over 600 individually wrapped coils and made in the USA at our very own factory. The Colorado's the perfect combination of comfort and value. The Colorado mattress, only at Denver Mattress. Escape to extraordinary luxury aboard Water to Wine Cruises' magnificent 74-foot yacht on the Columbia River. Savor exquisite Northwest wines and gourmet cuisine while gliding past breathtaking vistas. Whether it's an intimate dinner, special celebration, or corporate event, our elegant vessel creates unforgettable moments against stunning sunsets. Experience the ultimate river journey at watertowinecruises.com.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning. We promise friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
It's the second largest ski area in Washington, with views to match the awesome skiing.
On a clear day like today, we can see all the way to Canada. It's stunning.
Fly the Northwest.
We are a hidden gem.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
A compliment has a powerful effect. You look gorgeous today.
Thank you.
I could go on.
Next live, Damon Wayans, plus Harry Hamlin.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day because of the low elevation snow potential. Now we could have, obviously we're going to have snow up in the mountains. I just don't think it's going to be that impactful, specifically up in the Cascades. It's definitely going to be more impactful down in the Blues, but we're thinking 3 to 4 inches for some of our biggest passes, White Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, and Stevens Pass, and this will be from 4 in the morning on Tuesday to 4 in the morning on Thursday. Then in the Kittitas Valley, probably less than an inch for Ellensburg, Monastash Ridge, and for Vantage. Then in the Yakima Valley, probably less than an inch up and down the valley, maybe getting upwards of 3 inches for Sadius Pass off of US 97. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, probably less than an inch for the Tri-Cities, Benton City, Prosser, Boardman, the Hanford site. But the further to the east and south you go, the better chances you have at accumulating snowfall up to an inch for Umatilla, Hermiston, Mesa, and Connell. Then in the Blue Foothills, this is easily where we're going to have the biggest impacts in terms of accumulating snowfall for lower elevations, as we could have anywhere between 2 to 5 inches, with some of the highest totals being towards Walla Walla and Milton Freewater and Pilot Rock. And then for the Blue Mountains, anywhere between 5 to 8 inches for some of those passes on US 395, Interstate 84, and Oregon 204. And we certainly do need the snowfall, as we are running seasonal snowfall deficits in the upper Yakima Basin and the Natchez Basin, and we're running just a very subtle surplus in the Walla Walla Basin. Umatilla Basin, a little bit of a different story, but thankfully we do have more snowfall that's on the way. I'll tell you about those storm systems coming up in a few minutes.
The Kraken Game of the Week, sponsored by Yakima Federal.
Thanks so much, Josh. 6:41 now. Kraken defeating the San Jose Sharks at home last Thursday. That ended the Kraken's 2-game losing streak. Sharks were hoping to end their 4-game losing streak on the road. Here's Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen with your Kraken Game of the Week.
The Seattle Kraken defeated the San Jose Sharks 6-2 on Thursday night, with Brandon Montour scoring 2 of Seattle's 4 second-period goals. Montour's first goal came at 2:54 in the second period that broke a 20-game scoreless streak for him and gave the Kraken a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, obviously it starts with a face-off win, making plays, getting shooters in the right spots, and then obviously 5-on-3, spread them out, and good plays by everyone.
Chandler Stevenson, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Jaden Schwartz, and Eli Tolvanen also scored for Seattle, while goalie Joey Decord made 26 saves. Schwartz's goal shortly after leaving the penalty box energized the crowd and solidified Seattle's momentum, putting the game out of reach for San Jose. With this win, Seattle has won 12 of its last 13 games with at least 4 goals scored.
And the Kraken and Detroit Red Wings face off tonight at Climate Pledge Arena. Pre-game starting at 6:30 right here on ABC's Apple Valley News Now. You can watch for free in the Tri-Cities area on Broadcast Channel 42, in Yakima on Broadcast Channel 35. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It is 6:43 and we've got your morning sprint coming up after the break with everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning, and giving you that live look outside from the Dust Devils. Some of us waking up to dusting of snow. Josh will be back with your full first alert forecast coming up after the break.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
7 years ago is a pretty great way to start a speech. But if it's also the same age as your furniture, it might be time for a home refresh during the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, and check out special purchases while they last. Or score 60 months no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection Giveaway, where one lucky viewer wins an awesome love collection, including a gold heart pendant, a beautiful floral arrangement, and certificates for wine, a river cruise, and spa treatments. Enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From Whitman Hill Winery, the Flower Bar, Water to Wine Cruises, Z Place Salon and Spa, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you.
You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy?
Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Because early is easy with a medium iced coffee, caramel or classic, for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Discover cutting-edge wellness at Augment Wellness today. From cold plunges, infrared saunas, compression therapy, hyperbaric chamber, and our state-of-the-art red light booth. And join us for our grand opening celebration, February 14th in Kennewick.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track this band of snowfall that is creeping up towards the north, and how far north this goes is gonna bear a lot of relevance to our snowfall forecast. We'll go ahead and show you how Futurecast thinks it's going to play out for now, and of course this is always subject to change, but by lunchtime looks like this is going to be situated in pretty much the same spot. But then into the afternoon you can see that north and west surge in the snowfall, so it should be pretty steady snowfall at this point for the Blue Foothills and for the Blue Mountains. And then into the evening, looks like this could start to get into the lower Columbia Basin. Maybe another little patch of some snow showers for the Yakima and Kittitas valleys and up into the Cascades. And so by the time we wake up on Wednesday morning, could be a bit of a white scene in the Blue Foothills and also in the Blues. But again, we'll see what happens for some of these other low elevation areas. Then we have another storm system that we're tracking that's going to approach out of the south and west. This is going to bring steady snow chances to the Cascades this time for Wednesday. And then we'll have additional chances for low elevation snowfall with another storm system into Thursday and Friday. So the hits just kind of keep on coming at this point. Okay, here is the snowfall forecast from 4 this morning to 4 in the morning on Thursday. Also subject to change, but we're thinking 2 to 4 inches for a Cascade passes, probably less than an inch for the valleys, maybe getting upwards of an inch for some portions of the lower Columbia Basin, 2 to 5 inches for the Blue Foothills. So in terms of low elevations, that's where we're going to see the biggest impacts, and then 5 to 8 inches for Blue Mountain passes. Then into Thursday and Friday, that follow-up storm system. Remember, this is an early snowfall forecast, so these numbers will change. But for now, we're thinking maybe upwards of another inch for the lower valley and basin, maybe up to another 2 inches in the Blue Foothills, maybe another 6 inches for some of our Blue Mountain passes. And then there's another storm system that's lining up for Saturday and Sunday. This one not looking as impactful for lower elevations, probably just less than an inch for the valleys and basin, maybe another inch for the Blue Foothills, but potentially some more equal snowfall for the Cascades and Blues. For now, we're going with 3 to 5 inches for our passes, but we could, of course, that's an early forecast, so those numbers will change. I'll tell you what's not going to change that much over the next 7 days. Rain chances staying pretty steady. High temperatures also staying fairly steady, about 5 degrees below average for this time of the year. So I wouldn't call this a stagnant forecast. I'd just call it a consistent and very steady and persistent forecast. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small chances of snow showers continue through the next 7 days. Then in Yakima, 10% chances of snow showers Tuesday through Friday, drier Saturday and Sunday, but another chance for snow by Monday. In Ellensburg, 20% snow chances Tuesday through Thursday, dry and cold Friday and Saturday, then snow could return to the forecast by Sunday. For Hermiston, the potential for accumulating snow through Friday at least, then more snow chances after that. Then in Walla Walla, steady opportunities for snow over the next 7 days, likely peaking Tuesday through Friday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, life-saving reunion.
How you feeling?
It's been just over a month since this terrifying moment. Joseph Linsky pushed in front of a New York City subway train.
I just thought, I've been pushed and I'm going to die.
He would be pulled to safety by 2 New York City firemen. And now, with Linsky on the road to recovery, GMA was there for their emotional reunion in an ABC News broadcast exclusive.
Thank you guys. Everyone here, just from the bottom of my heart. For getting me out from under that train.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear from all 3 men now linked forever.
Many people can see themselves in this particular situation, so just happy that we're able to achieve a positive outcome.
With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Living with your albuterol asthma rescue inhaler? It's a bit of a dinosaur. Albuterol only treats your symptoms, not inflammation, a cause of asthma attacks. Treating symptoms and inflammation with rescue is supported by asthma experts. Finally, there's a modern way to treat symptoms and asthma attacks. Air Supra is the first and only dual-action asthma rescue inhaler FDA approved to treat symptoms and help prevent asthma attacks. Air Supra should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing doesn't improve or worsens, or for serious allergic reactions like rash, mouth or tongue swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing, or chest pain. Using Air Supra more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include increased risk of thrush or infections, or heart problems like faster heart rate and higher blood pressure. Welcome to the modern age of dual-action asthma rescue. Ask your doctor if Air Supra is right for you.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off in your national headlines. Tariffs on Mexico and Canada were set to start today. However, the White House has ordered a month-long pause on both yesterday evening. However, a tariff on Chinese imports took effect at midnight. China is retaliating by issuing tariffs on certain U.S. items, also by creating export controls and more. Now, this tariff also affects Europe as they are now bracing for a potential trade showdown with the U.S.
Also, President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are set to hold a joint press conference today as Netanyahu is visiting the White House. This will mark Trump's first formal press conference of his second term. No details have been released on when exactly that press conference will happen.
A federal judge has extended the temporary block on the Trump administration's ability to freeze federal grants and loans. The order prohibits freezing trillions of federal spending dollars, which was previously granted by the government. A group of nonprofits sued the administration over the funding issue, and this new block will remain in effect for at least 2 weeks.
Now here are the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. The Benton and Franklin Health District says the flu data has been interesting lately. About 2 weeks ago, they say the numbers of cases dipped and then quickly went back up. Benton and Franklin counties are now back at the peak of flu cases. Officials say you can still get your flu shot.
And an update on the new Mid-Columbia Performing Arts Center in Richland. It's set to be built in Columbia Park West near the Reach Museum and overlooking the Columbia River. It'll have 800 seats and it's designed for all sorts of events relating to the arts. And a measure for Richland residents on the February 11th ballot would help pay for it. If you vote yes, sales tax would increase by 0.2%.
And today, the Tri-Cities Animal Services Center is officially celebrating its grand opening. It's at their new facility in Pasco at 1311 South 18th Street. The event starts at 1 this afternoon, and everyone is welcome to come out.
Benton PUD is proposing a 5% retail rate increase, one that would take effect on April 1st. For the average residential customer, this would cost you an extra $6 per month. If you want to learn more about this potential change, there will be an information meeting Thursday, February 13th at 5:30 p.m. It'll be at the Benton PUD Auditorium in Kennewick, and people can take part remotely. And if you would like to see more on how much this could cost you, we have a full breakdown on our website.
Yakima Police Department has a new police chief. Yakima City Manager Vicki Baker has announced that she has selected longtime YPD member Sean Boyle. He's been serving as interim police chief since the summer. He'll be sworn in as chief tonight at the Yakima City Council meeting.
And trending now, Super Bowl week is here. It's been trending all week, and we'll be having more as the week goes on.
Oh, absolutely. We are just getting started. So in the build up to Sunday's big game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, more ads are starting to be released.
And for the third time in 3 years, Ben Affleck and friends will appear in a Dunkin' commercial. Very Boston.
Love it.
So a teaser of the new ad aired Sunday during the Grammy Awards, and it's up on your screen now, just without the sound.
Yeah, it shows Affleck and his brother Casey in their bright orange jumpsuits knocking on the door of Jeremy Strong. Now, Strong uses his method actor skills to prepare for the commercial by sitting inside a container of coffee beans. That's disgusting.
I hope Matt Damon makes an appearance too, 'cause he's pretty Boston as well. But the full ad will air on Sunday.
And that's kind of how I feel when I walk outside, or that's what I want to do when I walk outside, because it's so cold out there.
I know. And is more snow in the forecast? Is that what I've been hearing this morning?
Yes, we have. I'm cautious to say a lot of snow in the forecast because I know people will make big conclusions.
Yeah,
about
you
that.
know. What's a lot? What's a little?
I love a Facebook comment that we got this morning on a picture of snow in Kennewick, and someone said, "That's not snow." Well, if it's not, then what is it?
Technically, it is. Might not be a lot, but
Might
it's
not be
snow.
a lot of snow, but it is snow. Okay, yes, we'll get to those snow chances here in just a second, but I did want to touch on the snow that's actively falling right now on the map. It's mostly over the Blues and Wallowas, but there are some very light snow showers in the Blue foothills for this morning, and those would have the tendency to stick on grassy surfaces at the very least, as air temperatures right now hovering below freezing, hovering right around freezing in the Tri-Cities, and then well below freezing in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. But it's dry there, so you would maybe need an ice scraper, but probably no snow to contend with there this morning. A little bit later today, it's going to be cold. It's going to be gray. It will be mostly dry for the basin and valleys. Definitely the best chances of wet weather, more like wintry weather, going to be in the foothills and in the mountains, especially in the Blues. So we do have a first alert weather day for today through 10 in the morning on Wednesday for the lower basin, also for the Blue foothills, maybe up to another inch of snow for the basin, but the biggest impact's easily going to be in the foothills, could have another 2 to 5 inches. And then we have another set of first alert weather days for Thursday and Friday for the lower valley, for the basin, for the foothills, maybe another inch of snow for the valley and basin, up to 2 inches in the foothills.
And this is kind of our first snow of the season for the Tri-Cities, at least.
But according to some people, it's not snow at all.
Well, it still kind of is.
It's snow.
It's snow.
It's not a lot, but it's snow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight.
Have a great day and stay warm. See, that's snow.
That's snow.
Yes.